Alright, what is up, movers? I'm playing a rapid game today, but it's a special rapid game because I'm going to be using the Dan system. Now, the Dan system has been around for centuries, but I'm going to be the one to perfect it. Basically, the A, which I just completed, is you want to start with either A4 or A5, depending on if you're white or black. D in Dan system stands for don't castle, because we're just going to be like really aggressive. And then the N in the Dan system stands for knights over bishops. So we're going to be trying to prioritize those things and seeing where it takes us. But we're going to go here. Bishop's going to come over. You may think we're trolling right now, but this is actually a legit system. Yep, so even though it looks like I'm offering up the knight, in general chess knowledge, they don't think that's a good exchange, so you probably won't see it too often in the Dan system. A4 is also kind of a whack move because the king castled this way. So we're actually also going to be playing H4 and H5. And we'll probably sack the rook at the correct moment. Yeah, we're not too worried about that. We're just going to start sending some pawns. Okay. So that's where this bishop is going to come into play. Sure. So I kind of want to play d4 because when you're prioritizing knights, you want a closed position anyway. So I'm thinking that d4 is going to help us accomplish that goal. Okay. So it's a little more open than we would want it to be, but what can we do? Now he's got a target here. So this move is available. So we're going to play it. Assuming knight's going to go there, we just have to find a way to get our king to safety now, since castling is not good in this system. So I'm thinking this and this. So first we'll target this rook. Probably just going to get sidestepped, if I had to guess. Then we're going to go after the knight because bishops are better than knights are better than bishops. So we're going to get our two knight advantage, then try to take over a closed position. It's the idea, at least. Okay. So you might go here, which is a bit of a problem, but not for long because we're going to be shifting this king over. Got a minor time advantage here, nothing to write home about. I really don't even want to take this en passant. I'd rather just maybe go here and then back. Could also just opt to take this and then a3 would be safe. Because I don't want my rook going to a3 is what the real issue comes down to. If I take here, knight takes, that's not going to be something we're winning. But I do think we're going to start with this. And that was completely miscalculated, actually. Yeah, that was quite stupid. So how do I want to play this? Because pretty whack right now. Yeah, we're in some trouble here in the Dan system. Let's see. I don't know that there's a way to pick up 2 pawns out of this either. So we'll take here. Oof, and that's not the piece we want him to take. Not in the Dan system, it's not. We're going to go back here. So we might see some exchanges, unfortunately. The rook is going to probably have to come up. This pawn is going to be under fire soon. So we're going to have to play knight e2. The bishop here is not the end of the world, because then this rook comes out fairly easily. Yeah, so this is fine. And he took it with a bit of a weird piece, but that's okay too. Now we're going to go here. Okay, so the queen does tell us that we're going to have to make this trade. Or we can go here. Yeah, let's keep the pieces on the board for now, even though that's an awkward square. This is a possible move. I'm probably going to see this first. Okay. We are losing this battle, it seems. This is another kind of unfortunate move. So what I think we'll do here is take, and then we'll look to play f3. The only thing is that'll lead to this. So how do I avoid anything coming here? I don't want to play this move. This actually just leads to mate in like 1. Let's not let that happen either. We're going to have to start with this. Then maybe we'll be a little bit scarier at least. I guess moving this rook was also an option. I couldn't tell you why, but you run into a lot of interesting tactical plays in this opening for sure. So he's definitely just trying to go here. So how do we want to respond to that? Is there a way to even protect this? We might be out of luck already. Not the best maiden voyage for the Dan system, but what can you do? Definitely looking a little rough. kind of want to go here. So I guess we'll try it. So you might choose to take this pawn. We don't know. Yeah, this is the only thing I'm seeing right now. This is actually quite the good move. You didn't see it. Here, just so I get the bishop off. I don't think this would be the play. Right. And now, we're probably just going to go back. We might just see something like rook d2, and that might be it for the Dan system. Okay, interesting choice. So I just want to play this, actually. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, okay. Why not? An elegant move in the Dan, for sure. However, don't I just win my piece back? I just don't know if I want more. Yeah, because that would probably just be a winning endgame for him, so I probably want to keep a few more pieces on the board. Let's go here for now. We'll go here. I'm not actually threatening anything, but I mean, maybe there's something down the line. But right now, I'm not seeing anything pop up. Oh, did I just drop checkmate by accident? Oops. Let's resign that one. Alright, we're going to run it back with the dance system, though. We'll do a 2-game special. Because that didn't exactly go as planned. Alright, perfect. Now this is what I'm talking about. Black with the dance system is just winning. We'll go ahead and pre-move that bad boy. I don't blame him for wanting to abort. It's a scary opening. What's worse is if I lose this with the dance system, we're down below 2,000 on the main. So we really need to get a W on the board here. Come on. Interesting. All right. Now we have a real game. Ooh. All right. How do I want to play this? We're going to treat it as if it's our normal opening, just with the advantage with the pawn on a5. Probably, yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll play e6. Bishop b4. We're looking at a pawn advantage early on in the Dan. So he has to take with pawn. Okay, so he does choose to do that. Perhaps he's no novice to the Dan. There's no real point in getting my knight out because there's just no point. So we'll go this way, I guess. If he goes here, we're going to try to close the structure somehow. We're going to play rook f8. Now this is a bluff and a half, because he's going to think that means we're castling this way, when in reality we're not going to be castling at all. Sorry, Victor, but we're just not going to play the way you want us to. Victor also seems to be on a decent win rate here. So here takes and knight takes. That's what we're going to try. Now the problem here is that this check is quite annoying. So how are we going to break this down? So we're going to take this way, for starters. And then I think what I want to do is get my knight here. So now the rook is connected, so we're fine. There's possible pawn takeage, but we're not worried about such lame things in the Dan. He's scratching his head, but it's a foolproof opening. Last guy hacked to get some points on the board, unfortunately, but that's the world we live in. Yeah, so not a huge fan of him trying to take my knight. So this is kind of what I want to start with. Okay, I see what he's doing. Still don't see the threat. Gonna go after this bishop. Okay. So like we figured he might, he chooses to give up. I'm gonna go here now. And we've got ideas of making the sacrifice eventually. We can threaten this knight one of two ways. So we've got a decent position here, I would say. Sure. I'll accept that. So it's a shame I only have one knight left on the board, but I mean, that's the Dan for you, so nothing we could really do about that. So this, and I'm just definitely getting stuck. So I'm not really trying to do anything like that. If I take, I'm not too happy there. I might just look at d6. Yep, so we're always happy to take that piece. And now he's just got a useless stack of pawns. So what does he actually plan on doing here? So we are going to hopefully soon go on the offensive. I don't want to make this sacrifice yet, but it is tempting. I'm going to start with this. So then the sec leads to an immediate pawn capture. Yeah, I'm just not that worried about that move. So take, and take. And how do you protect this after this move? Because I don't see how you do. And my knight's not going to be useless either. But should be doing something, hopefully. But this probably gets picked up either way, so maybe I don't have to waste it. You know what? We're playing the Dan here. We're not going to shy away from any challenges. It's not the Dan style. But yeah, it's actually not really possible for him to defend this unless he were to move it. So once again, this is protected. Looking to take this with the rook. It's a good move. It's a good move. However, what does he have against this? Is the question I would like to propose. Eventually I want to go here too. So I might just sack the exchange right back. He doesn't, so he's a coward, is what we've learned today. So this I very much would like to take with my rook. However, then I'm just asking him to have a free pawn, which I'm not all for. So we're going to start here. Yeah, we're not going to get anything from his doubled pawns that he had, but I think that me collecting on f3 is going to be more important in the long run. Okay, so here I actually have some cool moves. So not there, because this just gets snatched. maybe here for now. Then we'll bring our knight over. Okay, interesting choice, I think. This is still pretty safe looking. So let's go here. Once he gets off this back line, which I assume he will, probably just going to go there. Threaten this. Okay, so he just chooses to block it right off the bat. A fine decision. So how do I want to play this? So I have check, takes, knight takes, and I grab the queen. So I'll go up a pawn, but is that going to be enough? We're going to try it. Perhaps I didn't have to do that, but time is getting lower, so figured I'd cash in on some sort of advantage. This seems fine. That's a little unfortunate, I would say. So how do I protect this? Here, 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 and here. I feel like I'm not in trouble, but so I can just go here, but then we have check. Yeah, but this gets picked up. So maybe it's fine to go 1 for 1, because this is also improving my position. So we're going to try this. It's not a 1 for 1. But I have an inside track on this, maybe. Okay, so he's going to go for this one. We'll go here. Okay, so now I'm going to go this way. I'm going to try to get this pawn moving, or some sort of checkmate threat. So he actually can't move this rook right now, because he gets mated. Well, he can move it here for a second, but that's about the extent of what he can do. How do I want to play this? Here? Yeah, I'm running low. Probably best to start moving these guys soon. I'm gonna see if I can't bait him to come off this line. So I think that was probably a mistake on his part. Wonder what an engine would think here. But I have pretty free reign over the positions. I mean, I'm not really sweating it all that much. So we're going to start with this. It takes away my checkmate threat, yes, but this guy should be able to move fairly freely. He can't really move away. You can do that, sure. It's annoying, but still fine. Okay. We're going to go here. Gotta be careful because this I'm working into mate if I go that way, yeah. So we gotta go here. Okay. So here's probably next. We're trying here, we're pushing. But he might have too much of a lead where he could just sack his rook for the pawn and he'll be okay. I'm looking at different kinds of attacks though. I don't see any that work yet, but we'll see, I guess. So we have a minute. This is very not good. I really just want to go here, but then this comes. Go here, check. Check. Push. I wonder if we'll see the sacrifice. I don't have a lot of time, so. This move's coming next. If he does like a nothing move. We'll do this. Yeah, no time though. Goddamn. Shit. Okay. I mean, this is winning now, probably, but there's just not enough time for anything. Damn it. That's as far as we're going to get with the Dan today, I'm afraid. I'll review that, though. That was kind of close. I had to fight pretty hard. The Dan had a brilliancy, though. Yeah, it liked the positional advantage that came from this. So it was funny. And then here, yeah, here I have this check, but I missed it. I just pushed. But I mean, I also had no time. I didn't realize he had this little. But, yeah, oh well. That's as far as we're going to get with the Dan today. But I hope y'all appreciated the gameplay, and I will catch you guys next time. And happy birthday, Dan.